Alright, I'm going to separate the Salsa Helenium, and this is a summer blooming flower, and it's a perennial. This overwintered in the greenhouse, and I think I can break it up into 4 plants. And I'm going to put them in this size. Now, this does say Monrovia brand on it, but we recycle all of our plants, and I will not sell these plants in this container. Just keep that in mind. And another thing I thought I'd show you, when I put my soil in here, you know, I always wet it down, and I found that this works real good. Come in here and show this. So when you stir it up, it mulches the soil up real good and gets the clumps out of it. So I went and did that earlier, and it's all ready to go. So let's put the soil in the first container here. I'll get the big one. So we're just gonna fill it up. Always shake it to settle that dirt, and then press your hands down like that to get the air pockets out. Now that's how far it's down. I just decide after I get the plant out, when I'm going to repot it, I decide if I need to put more in here before I cover up the plant. So we're going to see how that goes. Now sometimes I'm going to start with this to separate it, but I also have the Hori knife. This is just a cheaper version than the name brand, and this, I got this on Amazon, and it's got nice measurements on here. It's got a straight edge and a serrated edge, and then it's got the bottom so that you can separate your plants, you know, versus this. But I think I'm going to try this one first. So there's something else growing in here, so I'm going to pull this out. Some other kind of weed, so I got a garbage there. So let's go through it real quick and pull out the ones that don't belong. And the rest of this plant looks really good, and it survived the winter here in northern Indiana. It survived it. You know, some of our coldest days were almost 30 below. So, and it stayed in the greenhouse with no heat. There was no heat in the greenhouse during the winter. But here's what it looks like inside here. Let's get some more of the debris. That's the debris that's left over. And it was pruned already. Where was that at? Right here. It was pruned in the store beforehand, but you know, when they sold it this summer. But all right, I've never done the Helenium before, but we're gonna see what it looks like. Let's just cut it in half first. Go down the center, all the way is down to the bottom if you can. These are really pretty flowers. I'll show you the tag again. They're almost like rudbeckias. They're really neat. And they're called Salsa, the Helenium Salsas. So let's put that there. All right, we're gonna get this out. You can go around it, break it up. Because now it's been in here all winter, so it's well potted. Look at that. Look at all the roots there. And then it actually, you know, from when I put the tool here in between, as soon as it come out, it already broke up for me. So that was awesome. So let's see if I can maybe take the knife, go down in here. I'm going to use the serrated side. There goes a loud truck here in rural Indiana. It's late in the afternoon here. I had a busy day, but I felt like coming out here. So, all right, look at how nice that is. Look at that. All the roots. Now, what I'm gonna do, instead of cutting this off, see how that's just like the same deepness of the plant. I'm gonna leave these alone. But on this, you know, here what we did was we disturbed these into 4, but I'm not gonna disturb the other side. So let's make a hole here in the middle. It's gonna turn out really, really good. Let's pull some out. Look at that, how nice. Okay, I will take a little bit off because on the side only. All right, we're gonna stick them in there. Looks like we do have to take off some of the bottom. So I'm gonna take off some of the bottom. And all the roots there are intact. Looks really good. Place it in there. Push down on it a little to get it settled. Then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna get some dirt and cover it in on the sides. Hold the plant. This is how you get your free plants. A lot of times we buy clearance plants, and when they go out, like these were in the summer and then they were clearanced out in the fall, and let it overwinter. Pack it down in there good. Here's the top, right here's the top, and then here's the top of this level. So let's scoot him down in there some more. Put the dirt around. And there's your 1 out of hopefully 4 we should get out of the 1 container here. So we're gonna finish potting up these. Like I said, I'm gonna cut these in half. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 new plants out of the 1. All right, we'll clean this up. That's your old dirt. Get it off to the side. Now, out of the one container, we got 4. Now what's left to do is we'll write on here Salsa, and I don't write very good. Salsa Helenium. You can put whatever you want. Like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put summer. Let's put summer on there. You can put it on the back, whatever. Summer. And today is April Fool's Day, so let's write April 1st. That's when I repotted it, put it off to the side. And we're gonna put all the other ones back on there. And then that'll be the end. So I'm happy with getting the 4 out of the 1. That's how you save a lot of money here at the little greenhouse. Have a good evening. Bye.